Hi friends, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I am going to tell you the review of GATE English paper. As you all are aware that the first time the GATE has conducted the paper in English. So we all are so inquisitive that how the paper would be, how the paper was. You all must be thinking, those who have not appeared in the exam, they must be thinking about the paper. So what I thought in the morning only, that let me make a video on the review of GATE paper. So this is a video just for the students who are eagerly waiting for the review of this GATE exam paper. So now let's move on to the first section. I will make the video very short and clear. In this video, you are going to know about the first part, that is the general aptitude. In that general aptitude, you all know that it consists of only 10 marks. It consists of only 15 marks. So the 10 questions consist of 15 marks. The first 5 questions of 1 marks only and the rest 5 questions of 2 marks. So in total you are having 15 marks in hand with negative marking. So that you have to keep in your mind. So what were the questions? Okay. So as according to my memory, what I remembered, because I sat for the paper today. So there were questions related to diagram puzzle and to find the area of a circle. Diagram puzzle means that we used to have in banking clerical exam. And this the next question was based on to find the area of a circle. So in a circle, the right angle triangle was given and the points were given and the M and N were perpendicular to the circle. So you have to find out the area of a circle. So first you need to find out the radius, as you all know. So that was a little tricky, but those who are from the mathematical background, they can easily solve. The next question was based on pie chart. In that pie chart, the details of the employees were given and you have to find out the ratio after adding I think that was based on the pie chart and it was based totally on the ratio of the employees and their incomes. So that was the question. And to find the calculation with the given sign. So you have to find out the calculation of a given equation, and in that equation the various signs were given. It's like just the recall of your Bodo mass. If you know the Bodo mass, you can easily do that. And there were questions in direction section also. Direction question, you all know, north and south, that direction based question. And there were the questions regarding sitting arrangement also. Okay, so that we can say that the paper was quite easy, but not for the grad level, but for the students, those who are preparing for banking clerical and those who are doing their higher studies, those who have gone through their studies so far. So what I believe that the paper general aptitude was quite tricky, but if you are a little bit aware of the equations and the mathematical rules, you can easily do well with this section. So that's all for this video, and in the next video you can see in the next video you can find the review of the reasoning and comprehension. Thank you so much. Hi friends, as I told you in the first video that in this video I am going to tell you about the reading comprehension section and with reasoning. So in this section, what happened, you all know that it consists of 25 marks. Okay, so how you will get the 25 marks? 5 questions for 1 marks each and 10 questions for 2 marks. So you will have total around 20 there and 5 there. Okay, so now let's move on to the question part. That the questions were related with assertion and reasoning. You will not get direct questions in competitive exams. You all are aware of this fact. So what was there? There were assertions, and on the basis of that you have to find out whether the statements were contradictory or whether the statements were the final conclusion of the above statement. So that was one part of that, and there were jumbled sentences. And in the jumbled sentences you have to make a proper one paragraph out of that, and there were a few words, clusters of words together, and you have to make a meaningful sentences out of there. So that was completely based on your grammatical knowledge and your understanding of the English literature or English language, I must say. Come to the comprehension part. In the reasoning and comprehension part, the questions were based on completely the current topics. The comprehensions and the reading comprehensions were based on COVID-19 detail, and there were questions related with advertisement area. There were questions from the marketing, business marketing. And what I suggest those who are seeing those who will see this video, that you have to read and read. Reading is the only solution to tackle with the GATE paper exam in the next coming attempt. So what you have to do, you have to make your reading vast. If you know the gist of the language, then only you can able to solve these questions, such questions. Okay, so now I just want to let you know about those texts and those poems. From there the questions were asked, that in the poems section, what happened in the poem stanza, there were questions, and you have to find out the comprehended meaning from the stanza of that particular poem. So it depends totally on your understanding, that how you go through the text and how you drive the context out of that. Okay, so as being an English literature student, you all must know how to deal with such comprehension, but the level was quite tough for the grad students. Okay, so now let me tell you that this is all for the reasoning and comprehension purpose, in reasoning and comprehension section. Now let's move on to the third part of GATE paper, that will totally deal with the English literature. So thank you for watching this video. Welcome back, friends. Now I will discuss the English literature section. As you all know that English literature section consists of 40 questions, and in that 40 questions fetch you 60 marks. Okay, I just wanted to let you the distribution of the marks, because it will help you to solve the paper in the coming attempt. That 20 marks were totally 20 questions were 1 marks each only, and the rest 20 questions carrying 2 marks. So in total you will get 60 marks. Okay, but the main point is that there were questions in comprehension, there were no negative marking for that. So that was a like a boon to the candidates. Once you see that there is no negative marking, you feel so relaxed, and you deal with the question with a different attitude, with a different angle. What I also experienced, I have sat for the paper only for the experience, to get know that what the humanities of the IIT Bombay will going to ask for the GATE paper. So that's why I sat for the paper, and just I'm making this video for all of my friends out there and those who are watching this. Now let's come to the literature part. Okay, so the first question was very easy. I think the question was related with the first University of Oxford, that when the English was first taught in the world. So that was the question, and there were questions related with Shakespeare also, and from Shakespeare part the questions were direct. The questions were was related with Twelfth Night, and there was a direct question from Jonathan Swift's Modest Proposal also, let me tell you this. And there were questions related with Dalit literature, and in the Dalit literature, what I remembered, that the questions were based on the assertion and reasoning. If you have gone through the Dalit literature very carefully, then only you can find the intended meaning from the text. Okay, so the assertions was not so easy to find out the reasoning out of that. Okay, now next point is that of that match the following were there. That suppose that Madhavi Kutti, you all know that Kamala Das and all, A.K. Ramanujan. So you have to do the match the following for that. And there were questions related with Hai Vadna also. And there were questions of the famous Can the Subaltern Speak, and in that you have to find the gist of the Gayatri Spivak's lecture. that was just a cake for the students who just gone through the text very nicely. And there were the questions, there were the comprehensions. Based on that, you have to drive that what Mikhail Bakhtin talks about, the different dialogic terms and dialogism related with that particular term, what he defined. Okay, and there were questions related with metaphor, irony, parody, anecdote, and you have to choose one of them, that what the particular text implied to that. Got it? Now there were questions from feminist criticism also. In that you will get a feminist argument and you have to drive the context out of it. And there were questions related with Virginia Woolf, Toni Morrison, and you have to find out the who writes in that genre of feminist criticism. And there were questions directly with Charles Dickens' A Tale of Two Cities. If you have gone through the Tale of Two Cities, it was very easy for you to go for that particular question. And there were questions based on George Orwell, Heart of Darkness. There were questions related with the portrait of an artist as a young man. These works were in the option. And there were questions related with the comprehension part of that particular text, and from the particular text you have to find out the main idea behind the poem. So that is all for the English literature part. Whatever I remembered, I just wanted to share with you all, guys. So let's hope that in next time I will help you for the with my more upcoming videos. If you like my video, please do subscribe the channel. Thank you so much.